everybody, this is Marie, and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. And today we're gonna be having a chat about Brazil. Now, I was not even aware of all of that going on. Uh, Brazil is protesting the 2022 election is going on right now. A lot of people are taking to the street to protect the fact that this gentleman, his name is Lula, uh, won the election. It looks like a lot of the same pattern manifested itself in this election, very reminiscent in what happened in 2020, where not a lot of people were showing for Lula. He was not very popular because of his past. He was very involved into corruption and the cartel, and it looks like there was a lot going on with this gentleman. So he was convicted of to be in jail. However, the Supreme Court, who holds a lot of power in the Supreme Court, have overturned or dismissed his case. So now he's running again, and his opponent was Bolsonaro. He was considered the Trump version for Brazil. You know, he wanted to make uh, Brazil great again. And to my understanding, when he was in power, he did do a lot of good for the country, where you know um, crime has gone down, and people see general difference in economics and political and everything in between, to my understanding. Now again, I don't know. I got a lot of the information from YouTuber Dr. Steve Dirty. He's pretty cool at giving proper information. I got a lot of those information too on Telegram if you are interested in following along. So uh, so now the people are so mad because of this uh, election takedown or steal, so to speak. They are requesting the military to intervene in the matter to save, you know, to have their rightful leader Bolsonaro get in power. To my understanding, the Supreme Court over there is heavily corrupt because the majority of the Supreme Courts were appointed by Lula, who is considered a corrupt person. So now the people feel like they have no recourse to to address their concerns. So they feel like the military would be the only way. So I want to take a look to see what Brazil is going to be looking like in the next 6 months. Uh, uh, and the reason why I wanted to talk about Brazil is because we live in a globalist world where there's a particular group of people who are behind the scene, uh, making decisions, putting puppets into different countries to achieve the world government, whatever. And those now, if one country is going to this unrest that we're seeing right now, it might affect us politically, economically, all that stuff, because we are connected right now. Until we disengage the chain that binds us, we gonna have to take a close look of what's happening in Brazil. I have my heart out for the people in Brazil. I know how it feels when uh, the person that you know in your heart is the rightful elected leader, and it's I feel you. And we just have to pray for them to have a peaceful resolution to this problem, because nobody wants violence. Nobody wants to lose a life. Um, so, and also it's good that the people are rising up and trying to make their government accountable and voice their opinion in a peaceful manner, because it's not cool that a certain group of people is always quote unquote stealing an election. So let's take a look and see what um, ooh, Wow, interesting. This pops up. Transformation. Okay, that's a clue about Brazil, right? That's gonna happen the next 6 months for Brazil. It's gonna happen for Brazil in the next 6 months. First card, Magician. Now for those interested, I'm going to be using the Simplicity Tarot card. Um, Seven of Wands as the situation. In the past, Six of Wands in the background. Present is the Moon. Potential future is the Three of Wands. Let's see. Nine of Wands as clarification. And Eight of Wands as clarification as well. So if you have not already, do feel free to share, like, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I am desperate for the love and the attention. I really want to build a channel, and your help would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So let's take a look. Okay, so the first card to answer the question is the Magician card. So the Magician is the first card in the tarot deck, and I know a lot of people think it's the Fool. However, the Fool has no number. The Fool is 0. The first card is considered the Magician, and Magician, as you can see, is manifestation and power. So it means that everybody has the capability of manifesting their own um, uh, thoughts, manifesting what they want out of life. So, and the Magician is telling us right now that the people are voicing together collectively. They're trying to manifest the outcome that they want because they're not happy with what they see, and that's so keen in order footage that you see that all of them together collectively, they want to manifest their future, not the future that a particular group of people is dictating to them, or telling them what it should be. They are coming out voicing, what they want to manifest, what they want to see for their world. And at the same token, the flip side of this is that the Magician represents, the bad guys. It's a trickery card as well, that the bad guys, they're also using trickery to 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 advance their position. So that's an interesting thing. So the second card represents the situation. The situation is the Seven of Wands. So you should see the definition here is valor and perseverance. Valor and perseverance. You see this gentleman, he appears that he is standing his ground, and he have all those different wands, attacking him from all sides. So it's as if to say the people, they're not they're not allowing the bullshit to come in. They're not accepting whatever narrative they're trying to throw at the people. So let's say that this person represents the people of Brazil, and all those one represent, the propaganda, the gaslighting, and the manipulation that goes on. These people are like, they're not having it. They're standing up firmly in their ground, and they're being perseverance, and they're not letting up. They're not letting the people push them around. Not the people, the media or the bad guys, whichever you want to call them. They're not. They're not. They're standing their ground. So they're not gonna be pushed around, so to speak. And That's really awesome. So that's the situation. Now, in the recent past, they have gone to a period. So the Six of Wands, if you can see, is the victory and progress. So Six of Wands is, it means that they had a lot of victories in the past. So I'm guessing because what's his name? Bolsonaro uh, was the incumbent. I think they had a lot of prosperity under this gentleman, and I'm guessing the card is trying to acknowledge, you know, that he is probably a great president, and people are happy to uh, to have him as a leader, because the Six of Wands is a card of this gentleman. I don't know if you can see it. Those purple are people. Those shadows are people that are recognizing him, that are um, very happy of what he's doing. Usually, this card is a card of victory. It's a card of recognition. It's a card of promotion. It's a card of, uh, acceptance as well. So, this guy have led his people. This Bolsonaro gentleman appears that he have led his people to victory. Have really helped make things better for the people, and they have seen that, and they want him. They like him. So this is what the card wants to acknowledge in the recent past, that Bolsonaro gentleman is their guy. That's the person that they elected. So the present is telling you the moon. The moon is the present right now, which means illusion and fear. So there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of illusion, and there's a lot of fear going on uh, around the election. What's going on in Brazil right now, because people don't like uncertainty. People don't like what they're seeing. And also it could mean that with the moon card, that things are will not appear what seem what it appears. There might be more to the story that we're not aware of, or probably there's more going on in the background. Or maybe this is all of this is to wake up the people of the world, the people of Brazil, to show them, how corrupt a system has been for a very long time. Because from my understanding, for the last 4 decades, the people who have been in power have been Marxists, they have been leftists, and it seems that they have been people who are really catering to a particular group of people and not for the population. So there's a lot, people don't seem to want that with that moon. Now, the moon thing is the card. It's also a card to let you know that yes, you have to proceed with caution as well. That things may not seem as it appears, and that yes, there is a period of darkness before things get better. And so this is what to keep in mind. And the future, the potential outlook, is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of progress and productivity. Three of Wands is mean to me that things is gonna change. You see this gentleman, he looks like he's about to embark on a journey. He's looking at uh, those ship uh, on the shoreline, trying to choose where to go. So it's like three different choices that he have to choose, where his adventures take him. So he's turning away from leaving behind what he known, and is trying to embark on a new journey and a new way of life. So this is what the potential outcome is for Brazil, that people are turning away from the corruption, they're turning away from the status quo. And you see they are right now, they wanna move on, quote unquote, to a new journey. They want to leave behind the corruption. They want to move on to something better. And the fact that it's a Three of Wands, and instead of a Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, that person is already out of the castle. He's outside. He is dressed. He's ready for action. He is ready to move on. So if you notice at this spread, there's a lot of wand cards here. A lot of wands. And all wands are growth, motivation, inspiration. So everybody in Brazil are motivated, inspired, and they have gone to this period of growth to propel them to this new journey. So in the next 6 months, things are going to change for Brazil, and they're not, because of all these fire cards, because all wands are fire. They are really motivated. They're not stopping. They're not letting up the media or anybody persuade them any otherwise. They are they're ready. And what tells me is that the eight of one is acceleration, movement. Eight of one is a beautiful card. It could be a traveling card. It could be a card of movement. It also could be a card of a lot of things. It's gonna move very quickly for Brazil, and it also means that things will line up for them in a positive way. Um, and it also means that, again, things is gonna move forward. Maybe the process uh, 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 so I don't know what happened in between. Maybe there's an intervention. I wonder, will the military intervene? We don't know. But the other clarification card is the Nine of Wands, guarded and resilience. Guarded and resilience. So the the next few months is going to be a little challenging, but it appears that, you know, they are going to stand firm in their belief. They're going to stand firm in their knowing. The people of Brazil, even though they're gonna get, the media is gonna start doing their campaign to label them as this and that, the usual spiel, try to have agitator in the group to um change the narrative, uh like those antifas that, and those BLM. So they're gonna try to test the people of Brazil's resolve at every turn. But here, this card is like, regardless, the people are not gonna they're not gonna let them, those little tactics stop the people from voicing their displeasure and being resilient in the process. So that's wow. So I'm gonna take two more cards to see. Oh wow. So not only that the people are gonna move away, and a lot of change is gonna happen in the process, and a lot of the people of Brazil is gonna have to stand firm while all of this is happening. A lot of them are probably gonna be disappointed, uh emotionally disappointed with what occurs or what's been occurring. um I wonder if does it mean that, there's not going to be an intervention from the military. They're not going to get help. They're not going to get heard. I wonder what's that going to look like, or what this card means. But they're going to be very disappointed. And that Two of Sword, crossword and undecided. Two of Sword is that there's two decisions that needs to be made, and um, you see that lady not ready to move forward, or uh, not, either unable or unwilling to move forward. So because all thoughts are swords, or thoughts, fears, uh, and it could be doubts as well. So I'm gonna put in two more cards because this is so cryptic. Yeah, Two of Coins, juggling, multitasking. So two of Pentacles, as if, yeah, they're gonna have to make a choice on the matter. And Queen of Sword, independence and assertive. So I wonder if there's a woman that's gonna come about to help the situation. This is interesting. Or is that something from the government that's gonna occur? Uh, Something in the legal side. So it's either a woman or somebody in the legal circle, uh, that's gonna come out with information. So I wonder what that means. Maybe somebody who's in Brazil, or who's very familiar with what's happening down there, can kind of shed light. But again, the card, it's not it's not cryptic, but they're not being really specific. It's just saying that they want change, they want things to be different, but they're going to be very disappointed in the next few months, and they will have to make some kind of drastic decision with the Two of Swords, because swords are very firm, and uh, you know, once you lay down that sword, you cannot move back. Once you and it's very harsh as well. So this is two decisions that you have to make, or choose, choose either one of these decisions to move forward. So they cannot be stay stuck and be in limbo for the rest of their lives, right? And and again, the card is as if recurring the same thing, that yes, they're still gonna have, they're trying to juggle, but they will have to make a decision, you know, at one point. And it looks like there's going to be either a person, a lady, who's very knowledgeable about the law, or very wise, or very somebody is very loving, who or people respect, or it could just be something in the legal aspect, or from the government, that's going to come about to uh, make a decision about what's been happening. So I hope this helps, and I pray for the people in Brazil that things get better and resolve as quickly as possible. Uh, just be just be mindful that things are gonna be a little bit crazy in the next few months. Make sure that you're ready, physically, financially, emotionally, and spiritually, because things are gonna get a rocky turn. And um, thank you for sticking with me till the end of this video. And I hope to see you on the next one. Much love and blessings. Thank you. Bye.